multiply and divide fractions in whole numbers. I'm doing this video by request from a member of my homeschool support group, Royal Real Builder. I will be putting that link in the description box below, as well as some other links to help you all with any math that you have problems with. So I'm going to start out with multiplying fractions and then multiplying mixed numbers. Then I'm going to move on to dividing fractions and dividing mixed numbers. So the first thing you want to remember when you're multiplying fractions is that you have to multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. Now I was up, with my little book, writing down some notes and coming up with sample problems. So everything that you see me writing on this board is already written down in here because I did it this morning. So what you want to keep in mind is this little chart right here. You have your division symbol, and this is pertaining to the mixed numbers, okay? The mixed numbers, you want to have this one. So this represents your denominator. This represents your whole number. And this represents your numerator. Okay? So we're going to get to this next, but pay attention to this. This is very, very important. Okay, so sample problem for multiplying fractions. We're going to do 3/4 times 5, 6. Okay, we're going to do this one. And then I'm going to do one with the negative number, 1 over 9, negative 1 over 9, 2/5. Okay. So, now, as I said before, you want to multiply your numerator and your denominator. So starting with this one. Okay, so you have your 3 times 5, 4 times 6. Okay, I'm a color coder. Okay, I don't know what happened to all my pretty markers. Okay, so 3 times 5, 15, 4 times 6, 24. It's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, so with the negative numbers, you have to multiply your numerator, multiply your denominator. Now, what I do is move the negative up to the numerator. You move the negative sign up to the numerator. So then you have negative 1 times 2 over 9 times 5. Okay? Now, negative 1 times 2 is just negative 2, I'm sorry. 9 times 5, of course, is 45. Okay? It's that simple. So this is pretty much all you have to do when you're multiplying your fractions. Okay? Just make sure you multiply the numerator with the denominator, and then you get your answer. This one, you just move the negative sign up top, and you got your negative 2, and then 9 times 5 is 45. Okay? So I'm going to clean my board off, except for this. This is going to stay up here. And I'm going to do multiplying mixed numbers. So now we're going to move on to multiplying mixed numbers. Now I'm going to show you guys negative numbers, but this is going to be in a separate video because these have quite a few steps to them. Okay, so first things first, you want to turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, so what I like to do is put my symbols in my problem. Okay, you're going to do 1 times 4 plus 3. So you multiply your whole number with your denominator, and then you add your numerator. So what I like to do is put my multiplication symbol here and my plus sign here. It may be confusing to some people. This is just a preference for me, so you do not have to do this. Okay. And at the end of this video, I am going to put all the steps on there. So if you would like to actually just stop the video once you see, you know, read what you want to read, then that's fine, because I'm going to leave it up there for quite a few so people can actually have a chance to read it or take notes, or, you know, whatever it is that you do to get your information. So now what I'm going to do now is it's kind of like order of operations when you do this. This is what I think of. So what I like to do is put my parentheses, 1 times 4, another parentheses, plus 3. You want to keep your denominator the same, so you're going to put your 4 here. Multiplication symbol, 3 times 3 in parentheses plus 2. Keep your denominator, which is 3. Okay, so this is what you have now. Okay, 1 times 4 plus 3 over 4. 3 times 3 plus 2 over 3. Okay, another step. So you want to do your 1 times 4, which is 4, plus 3, which is 7. So you're going to have your 7 over 4 times, you got 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 2, 11. So you have your 11 over 3. So now you want to multiply your numbers. Okay, multiply your numerator, multiply your denominator, just like in the first, you know, multiplying, you know, when we first multiply fractions. So you have 77. 7 times 11 is 77. 4 times 3 is 20. It's up. 4 times 3 is 12. I was about to say 24, y'all. Okay, so you have 77 over 12. Now you're about to see where this comes in. Okay, so I'm going to erase this on the board, but I'm going to keep this. Woo! About to follow y'all. Okay. So now you want to divide 12 and 77. You're going to divide these two numbers. Okay. This is how you turn it. We're going to turn this into a mixed number. We started out with a mixed number, so we're going to end the problem with mixed numbers. Okay. So you have 12 divided by 77. Now you want to make sure your denominator goes on the outside, your numerator goes on the inside, okay? Because this chart right here, so your denominator is always here. Okay, so 12 goes into 77 6 times. 12 times 6 is 72. which means you're going to have a remainder of 5. Okay? Now, you see this chart right here? Okay? This 6 is gonna be your whole number. Okay? 6 is your whole number. 5 is your numerator, while 12 is your denominator. Okay? So this is your answer. 6 and 5 12s. Okay? So make sure you follow all your steps. 1 3/4, 1 times 4 plus 3, 3 times 3 plus 2, and then you get the problem that we had on here. We'll put this back on here so it don't be so confusing again. Let's see. Okay, so I know it looked like a bunch of numbers, but yeah, these are all the steps you want to follow. 1 times 4 plus 3 over 4, 3 times 3 plus 2 over 5. So you get 7 over 4 times 11 over 3. Multiply your numerator and your denominator, you'll get 77 over 12. Divide 12 into 77. 12 goes into 77 6 times, which leaves you with a remainder of 5. And then you have your mixed number where your answer is 6. Your remainder, your answer is the whole number, I'm sorry. 6 is your whole number. 5 is your numerator. Your remainder is always your numerator. And then your denominator is the number that you started out with. So, on this board, still going to leave this one. And then we are going to divide fractions. As I said before, I'm going to do another whole separate video where you're multiplying and dividing negative mixed numbers, okay? So that's going to be a whole separate video. Okay. Okay. So, when you're dividing with fractions, you're going to end up multiplying. So basically, if you can multiply fractions, you most definitely can divide fractions. So, let's start out with this problem. Two fifths divided by 3/4. And negative 1/3 divided by negative 1/4. Okay. Okay. So, basically what you want to do when you're dividing fractions, you have to multiply the reciprocal. Okay? Now, the reciprocal is like in order to get the reciprocal, you have to flip the second fraction. Okay? So what we're going to do is leave this as is, and you have to flip 3/4. Okay? So what you're going to be doing, you're going to change this to a multiplication symbol. So you have 2/5 times 4 over 3. The reciprocal of 3/4 is 4 over 3. Okay? You have to remember that. Reciprocal just means flip. Okay? Okay. So now you want to proceed with working your problem out. Okay. 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 3 is 15. That is your answer. Okay? This is very simple. All you're doing is flipping these numbers, okay? The second fraction. So the same as the last problem that we did when we were multiplying. You're going to flip 1/4, okay? So you have 1 over 3 times -4 over 1. Okay? So 1 times -4 is, of course, -4. 3 times 1 is 3. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay? Guys, remember this. Reciprocal equals flip. So all you gotta do is flip this bad boy right here. That's it. You flip it and then you work your problem out. This is your answer. Okay? That's all. That's all you have to do. Okay. So now we're gonna move along to dividing. So now we're going to move on to dividing mixed numbers. Now, as I said earlier, this step that I'm about to do is a preference for me. Okay, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. So I'm going to put my multiplication symbol here and my addition symbol here. So now you have 3 times 4 plus 3, 2 times 3 plus 1. So I'm going to proceed to write it out. 3 times 4 plus 3. Keep your denominator the same, which is 4, divided by 2 times 3 plus 1. Keep your denominator the same, which is 3. So now we're gonna work these problems out over on the top. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So you can do 15 over 4, divided by 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 7. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Leave your 3 the same, which is your denominator. So now, this is where the flip happens, okay? You're going to change this division symbol into a multiplication, and you're going to flip this number because you have to multiply 15 over 4 by the reciprocal of 7 over 3. So, as I said, reciprocal means flip, okay? So now, we're going to take 15 over 4 and multiply it by 3 over 7. Okay? So, 15 times 3 is going to give you 45. 4 times 7 is going to give you 28. So, now we are going to turn this number into a mixed number, because right now it is an improper fraction. which means your numerator is bigger than your denominator. Okay? So, now what you have to do, you have to multiply 28. I'm sorry. You have to divide 28 into 45. Okay. So, now, 28 into 45. 28 goes into 45 one time. 28 times 1. You're going to put that over here and subtract that from 45, which is going to give you 17. So your remainder is 17. And that is where this comes in again. Okay? So, you have your denominator, which is 28, your whole number, which is 1, and your numerator, which is 17. Okay? So your answer for this problem is 1 and 17 over 28. This is your answer. One and 17 over 28. Okay. So I hope this video has been very helpful to you guys. If you have any requests, you know, like this, anytime I get any requests like this, is my very first video request, you know. So well, as far as the homeschooling is concerned, so anytime I get any type of requests dealing with any subjects, you know, especially like math or reading or whatever the case may be, whenever I see the request, I will get to work on the video as soon as I see it. Okay, so I just saw the request this morning and I've been working on it since this morning. So with all that being said, you guys can go to my homeschool support group, Royal Rhea Dealers. I will put the link in the description box below. I will also be putting in links to purplemath.com that will actually help. There's another math website. Matter of fact, I have it written in this book. Because I do all of my mathhelp.com. Okay, so purplemath.com, mathhelp.com. If you have any younger ones, then starfall.com. So I will be, or abcmouse.com as well, for your little ones. So I will be doing another video as soon as I possibly can, where I'm working with negative mixed numbers, multiplying and dividing negative mixed numbers. So you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. I love y'all to the moon and back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and, you know, click the notification bell so you can be notified for every upload. And you guys be blessed. When multiplying fractions, you have to multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators and proceed to solve your problem. When multiplying mixed numbers, turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions, then multiply your numerators and denominators. An improper fraction is a fraction that has a bigger numerator than its denominator. Turn your answer into a mixed number by dividing the denominator into the numerator. Pay very, very close attention to this chart, because this is what it's going to look like once you turn your answer into a mixed number. When dividing fractions, you have to multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. A reciprocal means you flip. You have to flip the second fraction in order to get its reciprocal. When dividing mixed numbers, you have to turn your mixed numbers into an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number with the denominator and then adding the numerator. Your denominator stays the same. Flip your second fraction to get the reciprocal and then multiply your numerators and denominators. Then turn your answer into a mixed number. Here's another look at the chart so you can see what it looks like once you turn your improper fraction into a mixed number. Notice where the denominator is, the whole number, and your numerator. Thank you for watching, Kings and Queens. You can now follow us on Instagram at Homeschool Royalty. You can like me on Facebook, Ria Maxine, Homeschool Royalty. Also, you can join my homeschool support group, Royal Ria Dealers. All are welcome. All I ask is that you respect each other. We are all kings and queens and should carry ourselves as such. Be sure to like my business page, The Ria Deal, Gold Canyon. While you're there, click shop now and make some purchases. We have candles, fragrance oils, scent pods, pod warmers, even non-toxic plant-based cleaning supplies, and many more. If you have any questions or video requests, email us at homeschoolroyalty2017@outlook.com. I love you all to the moon and back, and thank you for your support. Have a blessed day. Are you starting a journey to good health? Just eat the colors of the rainbow and you're well on your way, kings and queens. Have a blessed day.